Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. See this BMW? I bought it for a mere 550 euros, which is about 650 US dollars. To me that feels like an unbelievable price, to be honest. Regardless, the car does run and drive. We spent 1.5 days giving it a bit of love, and now the car is ready for some adventures, road trips, and a rigorous testing. All of the things that we usually do here on our channel. The goal was to buy a 1,000 euro BMW, and I still haven't seen what Dima has bought. I gather he'll have a really hard time competing, especially considering how little we spent on this automobile. I can already tell that Dima has bought himself an old man's junk heap. A station wagon with typical European exterior design. It's an E39, which used to be my dream car. What's up, bro?
Hey, dude.
Isn't that an old people car?
What are you talking about? It's a 2.3 liter with leather seats. It's got cruise control and working parking sensors.
The phone is where it's at. The cabin is a bit rough. The leather is cracked or peeling off.
Well, the car is 20 years old.
I did spend a bit of money on repairs, so it cost me a total of 710 euros.
Mine was 750 just for the car, and not a dime spent on repairs. I mean, for this kind of money, you can't even buy a Lada back home.
Automatic transmission. That's not ideal for competition.
True, but if you're talking road trip to another country...
Nice.
It's done 186,000 miles.
That's 185.
It's got dual zone climate control. Just don't press up.
Why not?
Because it won't come back down.
I can prank you so hard with this.
Please don't.
I take it that's the only serious issue with this car. Otherwise it seems to be in good running condition.
Yep.
Okay, now let's have a look at my car. My pride and joy. My baby. Though it doesn't have a leather interior, but it's in more or less decent shape.
Just like mine. Green check engine light.
Green check engine light. That tells you that the car is sound.
You got a hole in the exhaust?
A small one, but it does sound okay otherwise.
The taillights look like Chinese knockoffs. They're tinted, a suck license plate.
I did have to swap the wheels, but that's part of where the extra money went that I mentioned earlier.
The shell does look a bit rougher than mine. Rust on the fenders, otherwise it's pretty fresh.
It is fully sorted, runs beautifully. There were a few minor problems, but we fixed those in a matter of 1.5 days. We did have a 1-day head start since you flew in late. We made the most of it, and saved plenty of cash that way.
What's the best way to test these cars' condition? Naturally embark on a road trip. We are currently located in the very center of Europe,
meaning we can go to Paris or to Switzerland, but we decided to go with the most fun option that we had, and that would be Amsterdam.
Whoever car breaks down the least on the way there wins the contest.
Here's how we'll be keeping the score. For each failure, we are assigned a penalty point, and in the end, we'll count the total number.
It's high time we set the destination and head out. Your repairs took 2 days, right?
Yes, and I am totally confident that it's not breaking down.
I have zero doubt in mine. There is stuff that can break, but overall it's in good shape.
Filling your car up in Europe is a rather unpleasant process. Unlike Russia, since gas prices are way higher. I don't even know how much it costs, but we're about to see how much we spend on a full tank. 100 octane? Diesel? Why are there 2 diesels?
Ilya has no idea how this works, so allow me to explain, having lived here for 4 years. E10 is the cheapest stuff they got. It's basically regular, maybe slightly better. Then you have 95 Super, which is essentially mid-grade, 100 octane V-Power Racing, then you have diesel and diesel for fuel conservation.
I gather I should put in 95?
E10 is the worst, and the cheapest as you can see.
Are you sure we can use the cheapest one? Of course, because the car cost 550. We can even work out what percent of the car's price in fuel we're putting in.
This car takes in normal 95 octane. Screwed that up. I've already explained which fuel is which.
Oh really? We worked out which one is the cheapest and decided to go with that.
E10?
Yeah, E10. E10 is no good. We did buy the cheapest cars we could find, so cheap gas seems appropriate. I even put this stuff into my E36. The challenge is who spends the least on gas during this trip, and you're already making this harder for yourself.
I thought we'd just be measuring the consumption.
Nope, we're also going to be looking at the cost right here when we make it to Amsterdam.
Stop, please, have mercy. 86 euros. Ilya, stop, put that thing away.
I'm almost done. Get away from my car. So you visit the gas station 5 times, and you've paid the full price of the car.
The prices are really steep. They're hard to stomach psychologically.
$96 for a full tank. I filled this Beamer with the cheapest gas they had. Dima said it's very poor quality, by the way.
We don't really care. This car is running a Stone Age naturally aspirated engine after all.
So he's basically pissing that money away. He's pouring in 95.
Mine was 100 euros.
7 tanks, and that's the cost of the car.
How much did you spend?
86. Okay, we've both got full tanks, and that officially marks the beginning of the race. It's about a 3-hour drive to Amsterdam. Whoever makes it first doesn't get a penalty point. The loser does, though.
We're competing to see who gets there first, who spends less on fuel, and whose car breaks down the least.
Fuel economy is a limiting factor. If we go too hard, that'll seriously hurt the gas mileage. We're gonna be scoring every single aspect.
We're also gonna have to take a 20-minute break.
Exceeding 20 minutes costs us points. Otherwise, yeah, 20 minutes does seem pretty reasonable. I think it should be enough.
We'll meet at the first gas station right outside Amsterdam. Good luck, dude. Let's go.
Aside from penalties for any faults that come up, we also want to time the acceleration from 62 to 124. Whoever wins can subtract a penalty point. So our manual transmission 3 series with a 1.8 liter against a 5 series with a 2.3 liter motor, but that one does have an automatic.
6 cylinders against our 4. The road is empty, no cars in front or behind us. 3, 2, 1.
We're unexpectedly pulling away.
I forgot to put it in sport, but I'll catch you soon enough.
Now we just gun it and see how fast this thing can go. 93 miles an hour and into 5th gear. Awesome, we're taking this old junk heap up to top speed. 118, and we're being cut off by some dude.
112 in an ancient BMW. I'm carefully steering it with just one hand, very carefully.
His car is way more powerful. 2.3 liters is a completely different ball game. We were cut off at 118.
I also couldn't get up to 124.
We wanted to do a 62 to 124 acceleration run, but yours might have a limiter at 118. I might have you after that, so let's try again.
We seem to have a problem, dude.
First failure?
Nah, man. Sergey forgot to give me the papers for the car. I'm gonna have to wait for him. Maybe we put the race on pause for now?
Well, in any case, you lose a point. No question.
Wait a second, dude. I lose time, but not points. I mean, the car didn't break down. I'm not even sure Sergey can deliver them to me, so I might have to head back.
Did you guys break down?
We didn't break down, bro. I forgot the papers. You didn't give them to me.
Yeah, it's Sergey's fault that he forgot the papers.
Yeah, for the car. I have another idea. What if you send me the pictures of the paperwork? Is that allowed? Anyway, so I've been living here for 4 years, and in the first year, not once did I get pulled over. And so even driving without any documents, I should be okay if I don't break any rules.
Is he gonna send you the pictures?
Not now, he's in Cologne. He'll send them in the evening. We don't have a penalty for not having the papers, right?
We did take a small break, but you will be able to carry on, so...
It's risky, but it can be done. But if I do get pulled over, I'm gonna be in serious trouble.
It's not gonna be me dishing out the penalty.
I'm gonna get a fine from the police.
Anyway, so you didn't get up to 124, right? I'm prepared to do just that.
You know what? Okay, let's do it. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep revving it to 6.
I am. That was some good shifting. We're actually pulling on him. 87, but it feels like... That's 93.
Stay in it, dude. We're in the lead.
6th gear. There we go. That's 112. Why do we keep getting cut off? Did you feel that vibration? That was coming from me. That was wild. Awesome stuff. Can you repeat what you were saying? I couldn't hear you.
That was a 50 zone. You were going a bit too fast.
That wasn't too bad. 118. I reckon this car will go up to 124. We just need to find an open stretch of road. The Germans never did anything like that in this car.
Ilya has got a serious problem on his hands. Look at how the muffler is sagging. Ilya, do you copy?
What's up?
Your car has had its first failure. Your muffler is sagging. It's almost touching the road. Congratulations.
I take it you're not gonna be stopping with us, huh?
A race is a race, bro. I'm gonna keep on going.
Problem is, you can't just stop in the middle of an autobahn. You need to find a rest area.
Great, one car has no papers, the other has a sagging muffler, and we have an hour and 55 minutes to go. Good thing it didn't happen at 118.
That's actually when it might have happened, I think.
Yeah, that's a wrap. While Ilya is experiencing muffler issues, I'm happily cruising at 90 miles an hour. I can take my hands off the wheel and let the car just waft.
So ultimately we decided that we should use a wire from the engine bay, and that would be the one running the wiper nozzle heater. The other problem is that the clock is ticking. We need to get this done fast and get back onto the Autobahn. Despite having no documents on him, I'm pretty sure Dima is going at full tilt right now.
I've secured it.
After all of those woes, we seem to be going the wrong way. Must have made a wrong turn, since we had the navigation switched off. Now it's telling us to flip around, and we're taking another exit to go the opposite direction. We lost a point due to the car breaking down, and now we're losing time as well. It's telling us to flip around again. These are the stupidest maps ever. We're going the wrong way again. That's the second time in 5 minutes, and we're entering a storm front.
We're caught in a gnarly rainstorm that has flooded the entire Autobahn. I can't see anything. Going any faster than 50 is pretty frightening. The weather is rough. We are entering Holland. No outposts or anything like that. We've just driven into a different country, and that's a good reason to take a break. Since we are in Holland, there will be no more unrestricted roads. We can go 80 on the freeway, 30 in town, and 50 on back roads.
We're halfway there. We are in the Netherlands, and we are making good progress. We flipped around back there, and the weather has gotten much better. So is our mood, and with that, it's time for some lunch.
That's a wrap, after stopping to get some food.
They're straight in the middle and on top.
Gotcha, I found them. You're better off not doing 135 miles an hour on the Autobahn in an old BMW that you bought for 700 bucks.
This lunch cost me 10 euros, or $12. I wanted some wok with chicken, but received instant noodles with chicken. Here's an interesting fact about the Netherlands. You're supposed to call them the Netherlands, not Holland, since Holland is just a province, and people from the Netherlands get upset when you call them Hollanders. Here all of the restrooms cost money, literally all of them. At gas stations, cafes, even here, in this nice place where I paid for my food, it still cost me 50 cents even so much as to wash my hands.
If this thing starts, I'll be proud of it indeed. I see this more as a mishap than a breakdown.
So guys, BMWs have this knob, right? Which you need to twist to 0 when leaving to get lunch. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen. I don't know whether this counts as the car breaking down, since we've merely drained the battery. We'll push start it and easily get this thing up and running, though Dima might have his own thoughts on the matter. How was I even able to miss that?
I can hear a noise coming from the back. Everything is good, the car is moving, but I really think we should pull over. Germany has ridiculous fines for stopping on the Autobahn. You'd think that there's so much around us, but I can't find any parking lots or gas stations where we could pull over.
I gather Dima will be persistent in counting this as a failure, as opposed to a stupid glitch. But then we should give him a point for him forgetting the papers.
Where could this have happened?
We really need to invite a panel of 10 unbiased experts next time, for them to make the call, like a jury of sorts, so that we wouldn't have to argue.
Yeah, they'd go to a separate room, discuss everything, and come up with a verdict.
I don't know why this keeps happening, this time to Yegor. We missed our exit, again. But this navigation in itself is pretty clunky. So where exactly in the west? And which way is west? You start driving, and then it turns out that west was some other direction. Whatever, let's flip around and keep going. At least there's an exit here.
I can relax now. Overall, I've lost maybe 15 to 20 minutes. We're 9 minutes away from our destination, and the vibes are delicious. The sun's out, the road is straight, 5 lanes, and virtually no traffic. I was gunning it in Germany, but here I'm just chilling.
We're almost there, literally 4 minutes left to go, and the tension is real. On one hand, we did make it pretty quickly, but on the other, we also got lost a couple of times, and I have no idea how much time that cost us, but it was at least 10 minutes.
Left turn in 400 meters.
Okay, so we're approaching the gas station, and Dima is nowhere to be seen. Looks like we got here first. He must have broken down somewhere. We lost 5 minutes securing the muffler, another 10 minutes when we got lost, that's 15. It took us maybe 2 minutes to push start the car. Apparently he has broken down. I mean, dude, we know how Dima drives. He had to have been caning it.
I can see the gas station, and there's Ilya. Curious how long he's been waiting for me.
Oh wow, for real? We beat him by a minute. What up?
How do you like my outfit? I left it on purpose.
Did your car break down? We literally made it here like 2 minutes ago.
Notice anything different about my car?
I do. You've got a fresh style going. Pimping your ride?
Which tire went flat? Your thoughts. We gonna fill up?
This gas station is closed. Gotta find another one.
Maybe there's another way to work out your fuel consumption.
That's 3/4 of a tank left.
I was driving 124.
You were? And you were taking pictures while you were at it. One hand on the wheel, holding his phone with the other. 130!
134. I've got a bunch of these. Some close-ups, and a video even. I've used less than half a tank.
Well, if you were going 124 the entire way, or like 90, 105, you definitely used more.
Yeah, I used more gas, I got here later than you did, and I got a flat tire.
Our exhaust came loose, which you saw happen.
Yeah.
We didn't even notice anything.
It's doing it again. Or is it supposed to be like that?
No, we secured it using a wire. There was literally no other way. After that we made it to a cafe, and I wouldn't necessarily say the car broke down, since I simply forgot to switch the headlights off. That drained the battery, forcing us to push start the car. So it's a 50-50 situation.
I also had a similar mishap. I was doing 120 in the rain, and I was at it for like 10 miles. We pulled off, got something to eat, and the car stalled a couple of times.
So that's 1 each, with your tire and my exhaust.
Yeah.
Okay, moving along. I got here first, so I get a point for that. But you were quicker 62 to 124. That's a point for you. And the last point is for fuel economy. And though we can't measure it precisely, it's pretty obvious that
mine needs more.
We can go find another gas station.
Wait, so that's
3 to 2 in my favor.
1 failure, 2 failure? Yeah, you're right.
And now the mods begin. Exterior styling, which we'll be comparing. There's gonna be a race on the Nürburgring. Anyway, we're not gonna give away too much of what we have in store for you. Subscribe so that you don't miss what's coming up next.
Like button, and we're off to find a hotel.
Yeah, we're exhausted. Bye.